Africa is in its deplorable state because of the decisions our forefathers, our leaders and governments have made over the several centuries in this continent. But you see, there's something specific that I believe has caused the deplorable state of the African continent, and it's a culture of depletion. We have depleted our natural resources, our human resources, and we are now transcending that culture into our businesses. So you find that in a community that has fantastic or a huge deposit of gold, that same community generates billions of dollars, but the community in itself is not even habitable by its own citizens. Let's talk about our human resources. We have the finest doctors, the finest professionals in the different Western countries building these Western countries without a clear path as to how they will bring this development into the African continent. Now our businesses. We have fantastic ideas. As a matter of fact, if you look at majority of the blue chip companies, the multinationals, they are businesses that were developed by the average African mind, but they were taken to those countries where they were turned into multi-billion dollar businesses. Now, young Africans, I ask you a question. For how long will we continue to give what our birthrights are to other people? For how long will we continue to see that our culture of depletion is really making the African continent in its deplorable state today? It's time to begin to think collaborations. And when I say collaborations, it's not like you are used to hearing it. It's for us to begin to make very conscious and smart decisions as to how we negotiate how our natural resources are used, how our human resources are used, and the terms with which we give our businesses out. So if somebody is going to come into your community and use the resources you have, you need to begin to give them conditions like, if you are going to operate here, it's not enough to employ my people. It's very important to urbanize that state where you get the billions of dollars from. These are smart decisions. And I know that somebody somewhere is listening to me and say, how does that concern me? Listen, young African, you in the next 10, 20 years are going to be in the position of power. You're going to be the governor, the president of that community. Would you make a smarter decision then? Now for our businesses, it's important to know that the same company that you're going to toss to a Western person or to a multinational, that company has seen the potential in the 1.3 billion African market. And they know that that business, if taken from you, can grow into a multi-billion dollar company. Is there anything wrong with you sitting on the board of that company as a partner as opposed to selling off what it is you carry? These are conscious questions that the average young African must begin to ask themselves if truly we feel personally responsible for the growth of this continent. Today, I'm going to leave you with this boggling question or mind-boggling question. Are you contributing to the depletion of this continent today? Sit down, think about it, and maybe some other time when we have this conversation, we will discuss further how you and I can begin to make conscious decisions as to adding specific value to the motherland continent. Thank you.